I got up early this morning to film some content for the first time in a long time, at least outside anyway. But because of that, I had a major problem.
Man, I still do not like doing this. I'm literally only doing this when I don't see anybody around. The second I see a person, I just put the phone down right away.
For a long time, I've dabbled with content creation here and there. I've done TikTok and Instagram and podcasts and things like that, and I've actually had some success here and there, but consistency has always proven to be a major problem for me, and one of those reasons why is because I have an issue with filming myself, especially in public. I want to do vlogs and show my journey of getting healthier and wealthier. I think there's value in showing the vulnerability and showing people what you're learning along the way. But it demands a level of confidence and courage and commitment that I've had a hard time showing up to this point. But I try to remember the quote, if you want something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. And that's what I was trying to do on my walk today, trying to force myself to get comfortable with discomfort and seeing if I could overcome it and seeing if I could feel the benefits of it and not just the fear.
Okay, this is me using the front camera. See how this looks. Ideally, I should have the phone up here. Obviously a much better angle, but man, I hate the higher I have my hand up and I feel like the more attention it brings to what I'm doing. And there's a construction guy in front of me, and every second I'm holding this up right now is a win, because I just hate doing this.
And while I'm doing this, I'm also trying my best to take in my environment. This is a nice park downtown in Beaverton that I like going to. I enjoy it here. I think I just enjoy it a little bit more if I didn't feel so nervous and uncomfortable. But part of me felt sort of ashamed and disappointed in how much fear I was feeling. So I decided to push myself a little bit more to see if I could push past that feeling.
All right, I think I'm getting a little bit more used to it. There's a couple construction guys around here, and they're not too far away. And I've been setting up the camera in all kind of places, and just putting it on a bench and walking by, or just filming a bunch of different things. And I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with it, but talking is definitely the hardest part. But I'm counting it as a win. Every step you take in your discomfort zone is a step you take towards making it comfortable, and eventually it becomes easy. It's the number one way, I think, to make progress, is to take something that's hard, put the work into it, and work at it long enough until it becomes something that's easy. But I'm heading back to my car, and I think I've done a decent job for my first day. And I've tried doing this before, but this is just the beginning of me really trying to take this seriously. So, gonna go back to my car, and then I'll probably give a few more thoughts. All right, so that was day one. It was a good place to start. There wasn't too many people, but it was enough for me to be sort of uncomfortable putting the camera up and filming different things. And it just, you draw attention to yourself when you do that. Right? People are kind of wondering what you're doing. But one thing I've had, people tell me before is that people will notice. If you do something that gets attention, that might be a little strange or weird, people will notice. And then they'll forget 4 seconds later. We've all probably seen people in the city, in the street that are, acting odd, or, dancing or singing to their headphones or whatever they're doing. And yeah, we notice them. Maybe we even go, oh, it's kind of weird. And then we draw our attention somewhere else. We go back into thinking whatever's in our head or going to wherever we're going. It really doesn't matter as much as we think it does. And there's a couple other thoughts that I found really helpful over the years, which is those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. The people we care about, the people who actually matter in our lives, they don't care if you try things like this, if you try doing things that might be a little odd or weird, especially if you're doing it for a good reason. So why would you care about those who are being judgmental? They have no impact on your life, and they should have no say in your life, because they aren't people who care about you. And the last one is, who's going to show up to your funeral? Again, the people who really care about you. And if somebody wouldn't be there for important moments in your life, then they're not an important person in your life. And if they're not an important person in your life, then why do you care so much what they say or what they think? It's not a bad thing to care about the opinions, again, of those who are, close family and friends, because they have your best interest in mind. But to care about what strangers think has a lot less value to it. So that's kind of what I'm trying to prove through doing this. And if I can do that, just like I encourage everybody else to do, if you can get past your fears and get out of your comfort zone, that's where your best life is awaiting. So hopefully this will turn into that.
So this was just a little vlog that I was testing out here today. If you've got to this point and you found some enjoyment or some value from this, I'd really appreciate if you let me know in the comments. I'm trying to grow this little small YouTube community here, and I'd love to talk to other people who are also on a journey of trying to become their better selves, and maybe their goals that you have in your career, in your business, in your life, in your relationships. Let's go on this journey together and see what we can do. I'd appreciate any support I can get on this journey to not only change my life, but to hopefully inspire some people to want to make some changes in theirs too. We only get one of these things, and I think it's really important that we really live our life to our fullest. Even though it's not easy sometimes, I do think it's always worth it. See you next time.